an early morning start. We're headed to the New York Broadcasters Association. And interesting part is we're going to talk about digital to radio and TV broadcasters. There's nothing like going to New York City. I said that kind of country, didn't I, Mike? There's nothing like going to New York City on a train. You'll see in a minute, but we're headed to New York City. We're going to the Javits Center. Oh, I need my coffee. So let's take a train ride and see the beautiful sights that you can see. It's going to be an exciting day. So we're on the train headed to New York City. We're going to the Javits Center, but they asked me to come and speak and talk to them about ways that they could really talk to their clients, prospective clients, and not necessarily sell against digital, but complement digital. The message for business owners, you've got to get out. You've got to get out and speak. You can't just show up to work every day and do that daily grind and really expect your business to grow the way you want. You've got to get out. You've got to expose yourself to other industries. You've got to go out and share the information that you know. It's good karma and it will pay back. So get comfortable being uncomfortable. Understand, believe, and be the best salesperson for your business. In all honesty, you have to be the best salesperson. Not only do you have to sell your team, but you've got to sell those potential clients. You've got to sell your vision. So if you're not a good salesperson, now is the time to become a good salesperson. And so many times when I say sales, people have a negative, connotation of sales. It's not negative. You've got to be a communicator, and that's what a salesperson is a communicator. New York City, day away from the office, does it stress me out? It stresses me out in a few different ways. As a business owner, get out and speak, share knowledge, meet new people, and there's no telling where your business would end up. We are here. We're in New York City now, Penn Station. Wait till you see the hustle and bustle once we hit the top. We want to find a car. There's advertising everywhere. I mean, on the vans going by us, the taxis going by us, inside the taxi, there's just advertising galore. It's definitely information overload. The reason I'm saying this is you've got to think about this as a business owner, as a marketer. What can you do to cut through all the clutter? Because your competition is not another person that sells the same product or service that you have. Your competition is time. Here's something else too. Riding in a taxi cab is taking your life in your own hands. So your competition is time. How do you capture someone's time? That's what you've got to figure out. It's not, having the lowest price. It's not screaming the loudest. It's being engaging. It's capturing their time where they really want to spend time with you. It's so easy. I mean, as we go through the city, the advertising's just tuned out. But just think of the billions of dollars that everyone's spending for all of the signage and the advertising and the placement. How do you get someone's time? That's when you figure that out, that's when you have success in your strategy. All right, this is the part where we get comfortable being uncomfortable. So we're in New York City. Of course, you notice the skyline behind me. But what's the takeaway? What's the lesson that you can pick up from the skyline? I mean, there's all these messages around you wherever you go. And I think the message and takeaway that everything is changing. It was just a couple of years ago, those buildings weren't even there. That was railroad tracks. So now we have a new skyline, new buildings, and with change, well, that scares a lot of us, makes a lot of us nervous, but you need to look at it in a different way. With change, there's opportunity. So you've always got to be looking at the good and stuff, it's not necessarily bad. I mean, being a business owner, being an agency owner, you kind of think about all of these elements that have changed at our agency, but it's just opened up new opportunities if we're willing to take a chance. So, and that's true in any business that there is. You just have to be willing to take a chance, be willing to change, and there's no telling where it'll lead you. You might end up owning one of these big buildings behind me, or leasing an entire floor and exploding your business that way. You have any idea how uncomfortable this is right now? Doing a vlog, doing a video, and everybody is walking by and they're looking at me like, who's that guy? And it's easy enough to start to doubt it and say, why am I doing this? This is insane. Don't worry about what everybody's doing. It's what I keep telling myself. It's what Mike's telling me and everybody else. Just don't worry about it. Just do it. Just get out there, expose yourself. It's hard. I'm an introvert, so it's hard. So I just have to do it.
All right, so as we jump in, I want to introduce our panelists. The first person to my right here, Paul Potratz, of the president of the Potratz Advertising Agency in Albany, New York. He owns and runs his agency with a focus on branding, video, digital, and e-commerce. And to keep it short, a fun fact about Paul, he has a weekly podcast called Think Tank Tuesday and a show on WGY, so he is a content creator at heart.
All right, we're getting ready to have to shut the camera down. They told us we cannot have cameras. I mean, it's a conference. Of course, they want to make money off the video, but so no cameras. So we will come back and tell you what happens after we talk to everybody. So there you go. No cameras, though. Oh. All right, so we just finished up with the panel. I had a lot of account managers from radio and TV, and they were a tough crowd. Said some things from an agency perspective, telling them, hey, if you're going to work with an agency, get out of your comfort zone, try something completely different. I mean, work with the agency in a different way, which I think is really a good message for business owners. Get out of your comfort zone and try something different. If you keep on doing the same thing over and over, you know the saying, you know the slogan, it's insanity. So get out, meet some new people, go to some conferences, expose yourself, learn new things, challenge yourself. I mean, that's the only way you're going to get better. Because if, let's say your sales are going down, your leads are going down, whatever, if something's going down, or if you just want to change something, or you just want to expose yourself and find out new opportunities, there's no better time than today.